Welcome to another trip down Normandy Road where we catch you up with everything going on with Swansea City. No real news yet on Jordan Morris at time of press. Things are getting to the finish line, not quite to the finish line, but we will catch up with the other transaction for Swansea City coming up in just a little bit. But before we go forward, have to go backward. So what we'll do is we'll take a peek at what happened last week in the championship. Here's your highlights of the match against Barnsley, courtesy of our friends at Swans TV and YouTube.
Here we go. Added time at the end of the first half. Roberts with the long throw into the crowd. Little flick on and it's in! Ben Cabango, the goal scorer for Swansea City in first half injury time. Well, it hasn't been a first half of many chances, but Swansea City only needed one. Here's another decent one. Cleared away. Volleyed back in and just wide. Conor Roberts it was. Hit it first time. Still leading by that goal from Ben Cabango.
That's better.
Now then, Jamal Lowe. Oh, he's away. Chance. It's 2-0 and Swansea City double their advantage. 10 minutes into the second half. They're looking good now.
2-0 win in the books on the road. Swansea was a slight favorite at plus 162. Your draw and Barnsley were at a plus 202. Now to the activity that happened off the pitch. One signing is in the books for the January window, and our friends at Swans TV caught up with Conor Hourihane. And here is a little bit of their interview about how Conor is excited about joining the club starting here in the January window.
It's a deal I think that's been in the offing for a few days now, but now everything is sorted. It must be eager to get down to work.
Yeah, delighted to be here. Great to get it done. It's great that I got it done earlier in the window. It's not gone to the last day or anything, so great to be here. I'm really excited by it, and just want to get stuck into it now,
I mean, you were linked with a number of clubs in the Championship during this window. What was it about Swansea City that stood out for you?
Probably the manager, first and foremost. He's fantastic the last couple of weeks, getting on to me to get myself down and get going and get playing. Heard great things about the city from people that have been here before. The style of play as well that the gaffer plays would probably suit me as well, his formation, and it just ticked all the boxes really, so it made the decision quite easy and the right one, I felt.
Now with no match in the championship this week, it's a hybrid weekend where you have FA Cup and you have some activity in the championship. It's the former for Swansea City. We'll catch up with head coach Steve Cooper here in just a little bit with his thoughts on Hourihane coming in possibly for the matchup against Nottingham Forest, not entirely sure, but here's head coach Steve Cooper's comments about his newest transaction and his newest guy in the lineup.
First of all, Steve, Conor Hourihane, you must be really pleased to get him in through the door.
Yeah, definitely, Rob. I think once we knew that he may be available, we pursued it sort of 110%. A lot of work went into getting the deal done. He's really bought into our plan, if you like, and the role that he can play within it. And it's great to have him on board. He obviously, not only getting a really good player through the door, we're getting a player that's now has good experience and, got a good mentality, and already has fitted right into the culture that we have here. So we're very pleased with that one.
He's not cup-tied, Steve, so is the plan to give him some sort of run-out on Saturday?
Well, I haven't decided on the team yet. We're still working on some stuff, but he'll definitely be in the mix, Rob. I think that, when you join a new club, the first thing you want to do is get going, isn't it? But get your kit on, especially with the game being at home, and get going. So I'm sure he'll be really keen to play. How much he does, we're still going through the game preparation, but certainly he's in contention, that's for sure.
All right, so let's take a peek at your juice boxes and how things stand coming into the weekend, and let's start with how things are in the championship. Some folks, 23, 24, and 25 matches, so let's kind of lay it out for you. Swansea is second in the table. Norwich at the top of the table, 25 matches played, 53 points. They've won their last three. Swansea second at 46 points. They have been undefeated in their last five. Four of those are wins at 46 points. Then the logjam. Brentford, they've won their last four. They're at 44. Watford has won 3 of their last 4. They're at 43, goal difference ahead of Reading, who's also won 3 of their last 4, unbeaten in their last 4. Bournemouth is 6th in the final playoff spot right now at 42 points. Bit of a rough patch for them as they've lost 2 in a row. Middlesbrough 7th at 39, Stoke 8th at 37, having drawn 4 of their last 5. Bristol City is at 36 points. Preston North End 35, Barnsley 34, Blackburn at 33 ahead of Luton Town on goal difference for 12th and 13th. Huddersfield Town lost 4 of their last 5 now, goal difference of -7. They're 14th at 31. Cardiff has had their manager resign with immediate effect after having lost 5 in a row. Cardiff is 15th at 29 points, goal difference ahead of Millwall. QPR 17th at 27, Coventry at 26, goal difference ahead of a goal scored ahead of Birmingham City at 26 points at 18th and 19th. Nottingham Forest at 25 points with 25 matches played in 20th. Derby County out of the relegation zone at 22, having lost 3 of their last 5. And Rotherham in the relegation zone right now at 20 points. Sheffield Wednesday at 19, and Wickham is at 15. Let's take a peek at your matchups coming up this weekend in the championship. One on Friday afternoon, Stoke and Watford. Watford on the road, plus 141 at Stoke. Stoke plus 225, your draws at plus 212. Saturday, one match at 10 o'clock in the morning, QPR and Derby County. QPR at home plus 152, Derby at plus 200, and your draws at plus 220. And on Sunday, 2 matches, 7:30 Eastern Time, Preston North End to plus 160 as Reading visits at a plus 188, your draws a plus 217. Middlesbrough hosting Blackburn, Middlesbrough plus 150, Blackburn a plus 200, and your draw is a plus 220. Now let's take a peek at the FA Cup, the other part of the hybrid weekend. Chorley and Wolves are going at it Friday afternoon. Chorley a plus 2050, Wolves a minus 833. Teams in the championship, 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, Barnsley and Norwich. Barnsley a plus 202, Norwich a plus 144, your draws a plus 222. Brighton hosting Blackpool. Brighton a big favorite at minus 222. Blackpool's basically a plus 600. Millwall plus 106 hosting Bristol City, who's a plus 285, your draws a plus 225. Sheffield United against Plymouth Argyle. Sheffield United a minus 238. Swansea plus 116 hosting Nottingham Forest at a plus 238, your draws a plus 240. And you also have West Ham, Doncaster, Cheltenham, and Manchester City. On Sunday, 7 o'clock, Chelsea hosting Luton Town. Luton Town is a plus 1545 going to Chelsea. Brentford a plus 384 hosting Leicester at a minus 143. The other matchups involve teams in the Premier League. Monday night, or Monday afternoon, Wickham and Tottenham. Wickham plus 933 with Tottenham a minus 417. Bournemouth on Tuesday the 26th hosting Crawley Town, Bournemouth at minus 256, and Crawley Town a plus 825. So that takes care of your FA Cup, that takes care of your juice boxes in the championship, takes care of your standings in the championship. One transaction down, one hopefully on the way for Swans fans with Jordan Morris. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. So you've heard from the coach, you've heard from the team, you've heard from Conor. Thanks for hanging out with us for another round of Normandy Road. Played safe, everybody. Enjoy the games.